Welcome back to another Steam Deck video, guys. I'm Blaze2k, and we're going to be asking the question, because of this article that I just popped on, will the Steam Deck get a sequel, a Steam Deck 2? And what might it entail? Will we get a better screen, better battery life, better performance? Well, I know one of those we probably won't be getting, which is sad because it's what I wanted. We're going to get into this video right now, but first, before we do, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon for more Steam Deck content on your YouTube homepage every day, because we post multiple times a day, or at least I try to, even if it's a slow news day like today. And let me know what you think in the comments, because some of you guys be leaving bangers of comments in the comments, and I enjoy reading them, and you guys have really thoughtful opinions on the subjects in the video. So let's get into it. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon, come follow me on Twitter, link in the description, and check out my list of accessories in the video description. You might find something you like for your Steam Deck. Let's go. So this article comes from Distractify.com. When will Valve's popular handheld, the Steam Deck, get a sequel? From John Bittner. Valve released the ultra-popular Steam Deck last February, but fans were already eager to hear about its successor, the Steam Deck 2. The device was confirmed by the Valve's president, Gabe Newell, as he mentioned during an interview that the team has big plans for the platform, with future iterations both improving performance and offering bold new features. But what about a Steam Deck 2 release date? Could we see it arrive in 2023? Fingers crossed. Let's get into it. Now, before we get too excited, the Steam Deck 2 may or may not be coming in 2023. I think the chip shortage has started easing off now. Obviously, they're pumping out Steam Decks left and right. You could buy one and get it as soon as like 1 to 2 weeks now. So there's not really a backlog for Steam Decks. Hopefully, all focus is on Steam Deck 2, and I think we're not going to be getting a performance boost. At least that seems to be the consensus. That's what Valve developers are actually saying. They're saying they want to create a solid, reliable platform, kind of like the Switch. It's been out for 7 years, and they want developers to know what they're going to be developing for. And honestly, I don't believe that excuse. I'm not going to swallow that excuse. Look at gaming PCs, all right? You go from a 3080 to a 4090. Let's say you have 100 FPS on Elden Ring on your 3080. You get a 4090. Do we ever see the FPS dip below what the 3080 got, the previous gen of GPU? No, it doesn't. It just doesn't happen. So I don't believe that excuse that developers need a consistent level of hardware to develop consistently good or reliable games for a platform. It just doesn't need, handheld gaming is just something that's, handheld gaming architecture, CPUs, APUs, are always just like taking massive leaps in performance. Just look at the Apple M1 silicon for MacBooks, right? They went from getting like 6 hours battery life on an Intel CPU to the next year getting an Apple M1 CPU that gives it like 18 hours of battery life. Apple products, iPhones, Android phones are proof that like performance takes massive leaps year on year, and I think that would work in the Steam Deck's benefit. I think the Steam Deck should get performance boosts every year, but Valve disagree, sadly. Anyway, I'm going to keep ranting about that in every video going forward. I think the Steam Deck 2 should be more powerful, because we're starting to hit that limit now for game performance. Anyways, back onto the article. So Valve has yet to announce a release date for the Steam Deck 2, seeing as the gadget only debuted in February 2022. Expect to be waiting quite some time for a full-fledged successor. No, we expect one to come out in February 2023, next month. All right, Valve? Valve, are you listening? We want a yearly release cycle, just like the iPhone. So I expect to see one announced this month and released next month, or else. However, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we'll see small tweaks to the existing Steam Deck, similar to how Nintendo launched the Switch Lite, the Switch OLED. Valve might decide to slim down the Steam Deck's chunky profile, produce units with more storage, or update the size of the screen. That's a couple of the biggest things I want from the Steam Deck. I would like a more slimmer, sleek profile for the hardware, right? Because we always know there's a market for third-party accessories that you can, clip your Switch into to give it more bulk, to make it more ergonomic. I think Valve could totally do the same for the Steam Deck. Slim it down, make it a little bit more pocketable, make it more slim, make it just more portable, right? Without sacrificing too much in the battery life. Just look at the Aya Neo 2, for example, or the Aya Neo Lite. It's just on the Aya Neo Air, sorry. It's 100% possible, and I think, like I said, if people want a more chunkier Steam Deck, then I'm sure the third-party market of accessory manufacturers will step in and make grips and controller like attachments for your Steam Deck, just as they did for Nintendo. So yeah, a smaller, sleeker, skinnier, less bezel-y Steam Deck is definitely at the top of my wish list. Another thing I hope they update is the screen. I hope we get an OLED display in the Steam Deck too. I think the screen is like one of its biggest weak points right now. It's by no means bad. It's pretty good, let's be honest, but it's definitely not the Switch OLED. I completely slated the Switch OLED when it got announced. I didn't think OLED would make that much of a difference. It's not until I actually got my hands on one, guys. Once you go OLED, you don't go back to LED. All right, LED displays or LCD displays. OLED's just a massive game changer, and I think it'd be a mistake not to include OLED, or at least a very high-end IPS display panel in the new Steam Deck. And obviously better battery life, so like a bigger battery would be nicer, and maybe full-sized NVMe slots, and full-sized NVMe sticks, because as of right now, it only accepts the NVMe PCIe, I believe 2230 sized, which is like the little square size, and they're not very popular besides in like devices like the Surface Book and stuff like that. So having a full-size stick would be, or supporting a full-size stick like the iNeo 2 would definitely be a lot more helpful. They're more accessible. People buy them for PS5, PS5 right now. People use them in their gaming PCs. There's just a lot more of them available than there is for the smaller one that the Steam Deck currently uses. So I'd like to see that upgraded. As for speculation surrounding the Steam Deck 2 launch date, most folks believe it wouldn't see the light of day until at least the tail end of 2023. If they can make it for the holidays, I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, announcing it sometime in summer, having it slated for release by like October, November, and hopefully in people's hands by Christmas. I think that would be a treat for everyone. That would give the first Steam Deck a full year in the market, plus some change, and it would allow Valve to launch its successor during the busy holiday season. Yes. Steam Deck 2 rumored specs and performance capabilities. So the Steam Deck 2 would obviously offer improved performance compared to its predecessor, but beyond a stronger GPU and CPU, Gabe wants to bring VR to the handheld. Now, like we spoke about at the start of the video, they've already announced or confirmed that their focus isn't going to be on a stronger GPU and CPU. If anything, they might improve it. They might put some more optimized silicone in there, the same CPU or APU, but slightly optimized to be a bit more power efficient, kind of the same way iPhone does. The same way Android phones sometimes release like a newer model of the same APU that's more efficient on battery. I could see them doing that, but I don't think we're gonna get a whole new CPU, which is frustrating because the iNeo 2 came out, and it is actually stronger and more powerful than the custom APU that's in the Steam Deck right now. Gabe wants to bring VR to the handheld. I don't think that's going to be. I mean, you can absolutely play VR on the Steam Deck right now, I believe, but it's barely cutting it for VR, guys. Ideally, the device would be connected to a third-party VR headset, just like high-end PCs of today. That would turn Steam Deck 2 into a portable VR powerhouse, and could open the door for a standalone VR headset from Valve. I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. I think that's wishful thinking right now. I think, obviously, I could perhaps see Valve releasing their own standalone headset, kind of like the Oculus Quest. I don't think they're going to make a VR headset just for the Steam Deck 2. There's a lot of other good solutions out there, like the Quest 2, which you can actually plug in, I believe, to the Steam Deck. But as for the Steam Deck's own VR headset, I'm not sure. Other wishlist items for the rumored device include a smaller design, improved ergonomics, a higher resolution display. We've already spoke about that. That would be awesome. And when it comes to customizing your deck with different colors and accessories, I think JSOX is already releasing a clear, transparent backplate for the Steam Deck. So yeah, we could already kind of do that. But I believe they're releasing different colors as well, like Atomic Purple and stuff. If the Steam Deck 2 can support VR, it'll need to feature a massive battery. You ain't kidding. VR games are notorious power hogs, and if you want to game for more than a few hours without needing a recharge, Valve will need to toss a hefty battery into the Steam Deck 2. Well, Steam Deck 2 releases likely still months, if not years away. It's clear that Valve used the gadget as a long-term investment. You probably can't go wrong picking up a Steam Deck right now, although frugal shoppers might want to hold off until we hear more about its all but confirmed successor. So there we go, guys. Let me know what you think about the article. Let me know what you think about the Steam Deck 2. Are those things you want to see? Are you a little bit disappointed that they're not going to be focusing on performance upgrades for the next version? let me know in the video comments down below, because I thoroughly enjoy reading them. I'll lay in bed last thing at night and read every single comment, guys, and I'm looking forward to what you guys have to say about the Steam Deck too. Anyways, guys, take care. If you love Steam Deck content and gaming content, tech content, please consider dropping a like, and more importantly, subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you're notified, because we post multiple times a day on the channel. I stream every day at 3 p.m. Eastern as well, here and on Twitch, and come check me out on Twitter as well, and also check out my list of video Steam Deck accessories in the video description. I'm always adding to the list, and it's a really cool place to go check out and see what all the new cool gadgets are and accessories are for your Steam Deck that I recommend. Anyways, guys, peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, I love you, have a good day.